What is up, boys? Josh from Team Shuffles here. I am here with Mr. Winner. Who is you?
My name is Gabe Hasan.
Are you playing that trash deck you call Invoke Mech Knight?
My staple deck on the channel, Invoke Mech Knight. I played that again today.
May it rest in peace.
Decent number of changes to the deck.
And how'd you do today?
I went 4-0.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I know. I'm too good.
Okay. Alright, let's get into this deck.
So for the beginning, we have Alistair. I mean, Harmonizing
Holy
Magician.
crap! It's not Invoked Mech Knight!
Yeah, we ran Harmonizing today. I played Magicians today just because I wanted to spice it up a little bit. So, Harmonizing is the best Magician. This is actually my buddy Jake's list, but he played at that regional I topped at. Shout out. I played with it today just because I wanted to have some fun with the deck today. Didn't expect to win, and I actually pulled it off. But Harmonizing is the best Magician in the deck. And then 3 Wisdom Eye, it just helps fix your scales if you're missing a piece. Or if you open 2 of them with a Chronograph and an Avian, it's just game. Because they can't Ghost Ogre or anything. Yep. So it's just GG. And then 2 Black Fang, 2 Poison, and 2 Oath. Oath is the best out of the 3. Because
you don't run 3 of these anymore?
No, because he's a brick. I didn't have to run him for his low scale number. I wouldn't run him at all.
Okay.
I'm considering bumping him to 3 and then cutting him down to 1, but he just comes up sometimes to help me OTK and whatnot, but he's the best because he lets me add back any Magician from my extra deck to hand if I have another Magician in scale, so I can like go into Harmonizing the link with it, then add Harmonizing back for next turn, which is like really good. And then play 1 Dragon Pit and 1 Jonke. So in testing, this is really good against like Striker and anything that plays back row, because it lets me discard Pendulum monster to pop a spell or trap. And then he lets me target a light monster to negate its effects. Basically, there's 7s, so if I can make Vortex, like if I open Gate and I want to go into Vortex, I can summon them off Harmonizing, which is really the reason why I play them. And he's kind of big, so if I have Pen Call late game, I can search him and then Pendulum summon him out to get game. Okay. And then I ran the Mythical Beast engine. This card is like Droll and Lockbird to me. It just, every time I see it, I just don't want to see it. It's good, but like...
How often do you just sit on it?
There's times, well, I can't really summon it, but like, there's times where he is like, I open 2 of him, and then like, he's just dead in my hand. Like, I just activate him in scale, just so he can be popped by Electromite.
Oh, okay.
So he's just kind of dead if you open more than 1 of them. I'm considering running him down to 2, just because I think the 3rd Oath would be better, but I don't know. And then triple Dark Worm to go with the Dark Worms, 2 Gates, standard.
You run Meteor Burst?
Yeah, I do run Meteor Burst in the deck. Yeah, Meteor Burst is super good just because you can just summon from your scales if you need to, if you have an extra scale in hand. It helps you push for damage as well. It also helps you in the Thunder Dragon matchup because they can't activate their effects to protect themselves. 3 Chronograph and the time...
wait. On Chronograph?
No, on Meteor Burst.
Why wouldn't they be able to do that?
Meteor Burst let them monster effects activate.
So it's not, it wouldn't be an activation on Thunder Dragon
Let me read his wording real quick.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Monsters in your opponent's battle can have to activate their effects.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't prevent.
Isn't it an
destruction? No, because it's not an activation.
Okay, well then never mind that. It doesn't do anything. But
scratch that.
So I don't really know the deck that much. But yeah. So Chronograph, Sorcerer, and Time Gazer. This is the brick. I actually open this literally every match at least once. It made me really mad, but it's good. And then the best card in the deck, 3 Mist Valley Apex Avian. This is kind of my friend Jake's favorite card.
Stupid good.
It's really good. I literally won so many games because of it. And then
and that's an anything negate.
Oh yeah, it's just a Solemn Judgment on legs.
Yep.
And then 3 Pen Call. Good, protects your scales. It searches any 2 Magicians. It's literally, if you open this in Dark Worm, it's just game.
Unless you get ashed.
Unless you get ashed.
That stings.
Yeah, it
does. It not?
And then
he knows.
2 Shrine and a Foolish.
Yeah.
A lot of people run 3 Shrine.
You don't run Ravine?
Not Ravine in this deck because I don't run Destruder or anything. So
okay.
It's not worth it. Like the Shrine's good. I opened 2 Shrine today though, which made me a little sad. I opened 2 Shrine and a Dark Worm. I still won that game though. I just sat on Pankratops and then won.
Ouch.
And then Foolish. And then the last 3 cards in the deck, the best 3, Pot of Desires. So actually in one of my games I activated Desires. I resolved Pen Call, and then I activated Desires, and I drew a Desires and a Pen Call, so I just drew 2 more dead cards. But I still won it anyways. I went 2-0 all my matches.
It's still unnecessary evil.
Yeah, it's still pretty good though. And then for extra deck, 1 Electromite, only at 1, so I can't play 1. one Wee Witch. So this is one of the only differences besides some other cards that if you mean my friend Jake's list. So he plays Lanphalinkus over this. You can't make Borosaur with Lanphalinkus or Borlo with Lanphalinkus because it's not an effect monster. So I run Wee Witch. It also gives us a boost. Everything in the deck is dark except for like some of your extra deck stuff, but usually if your opponent's outing your extra deck stuff, you're not going to be making Wee Witch anyways. Right. So Wee Witch is good though.
Plus if you can pop it.
Yeah, you somehow get sent, you get to add something back, so like a harmonizing something from your graveyard. Yep. Then a decode. A lot of people, I run this over Metaltron just because if something points to it, it just gives it a negate if something targets, which is really good. And then the Boro
brothers.
These literally won me every game. If I go second, I just make this in like Vortex or like Ignister and kill them. If I go first, I saw a Borosaur with this today, and then killed him. And then from my friend Jake, I played him round 2. We played a Pendulum mirror match. He made Borosaur, and then he made Boroload, and I took my Boroload to steal his Boroload, and then used his Boroload to steal his Vortex Dragon. And then a Meteor Burst, and Clearwing, and where the heck did my Ignister go? Is it in the deck box? Hold on.
Uh-oh. Did you cheat? Did you cheat, bro?
Well, yeah. Extra cheating.
Aha!
Okay. Ignister. Yeah, there
Ignister Prominence. Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't target, which is really good.
He's still only at 1, right?
Yeah, he's pretty busted, though. And then for the rank 4 package, Exciton Knight, Dweller, Tornado Dragon. So I make this blind when I go first in like game 1.
That's a good choice, yeah.
And I actually did it to the Burning Abyss player I played today. I blind Abyss Dweller, and he was like, "Do you do that every time?" And I was like,
damn.
"Yeah, I'm sorry, man."
Yeah.
And then Time Star. That's another one that is different between us. So he's really good.
Yeah.
He lets me like protect my scales sometimes, and like he lets me search. So like if I have a board, like I'll end on like him and like Avian, and like hoping that they can't kill me and protect my scales with them. That way I can pencil someone harmonizing the nuke their board with Supreme King. Naruto, I didn't go into him at all today. I actually did not go into this combo at all today with the Absolute and the Vortex.
You didn't go into Vortex at all?
No, usually I just killed them or I just didn't have the correct hand to do it. Okay. And then for side deck. So
what you're saying is, based on what Pendulum used to be, it's a lot more difficult to get out the negates that you need?
I don't say it's not more difficult, but it's not as much extra deck centric. Like a lot of times I'll just be Pendulum summoning like free negates, like Jackal King and like.
Okay, so you're not relying heavily on Vortex and
Dorito Vortex
and all that, all at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, because I can't make 3 Electromites anymore to gain all that resource, so I'd rather just Pendulum summon 1 card negates.
Right. Okay.
And Karnav's testing 3 Pankratops. So my thoughts behind this was, well, if I go second, I can pop a card. But if you notice, he's also level 7.
Correct. So
for some reason, I decided to go second, and then if me go first, I can Pendulum summon him, and I can make Vortex with them.
Do you run Tomahawk? Have you thought about putting Tomahawk in there?
No, because it's not like I couldn't like do anything with it besides like make like a Tri-Gate negate.
Oh, okay.
Usually, if I make it 2 level 7, I'm gonna make a Vortex, which is just a Judgment.
Right.
And I can also recycle things back with the Vortex.
You could just sit on a Griffin with a couple negates.
Yeah, I could, but I just feel like opening up like 4 negates and a decode negate target is just better than that.
Right.
And then 2 Droll. This should be 2 bells, but I only have the 1. I actually opened this at my regional. Kind of funny. I didn't side in Droll at all today. It was just for Striker. And then Ash. I sided these in against Burning Abyss, but that's pretty much all I sided in against. And then 3 Twister, Striker, and back row decks. And then 3 Evenly, just generic. Just a big game.
Did you use that today?
No, I didn't. I sided in once, but I didn't use it.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's all you got, brother?
Yeah.
That's your new Invoked Mech Knight?
My new Invoked Mech Knight.
Okay, what were your matchups today?
Round 1 I played against some jank warrior deck that turboed like Gumblar and...
Shout out to Wineland.
No, that wasn't him. I played him round 2.
Oh, that wasn't him? Okay.
This was Dag.
Okay.
I played against all 3 Jakes today.
Gotcha.
And, so round 1 I played against Jake Dag, and he turboed like a Darklaw Gumblar, and so like I just broke his board, and then I killed him with Borosaur, and then game 2 he went into he did the same thing, and I just did the same thing again. I killed him, and then round 2 I played
Love you, Dag.
Round 2, I played a Pendulum mirror match. I think that was round 2.
Okay. How'd that go, Jake?
It went great.
Game 1, I went first. I actually opened complete garbage. I Pendulum summoned like Jackal King and like made like Jackal King and Avian pass, and then he like almost broke my board. But another key difference between our deck lists, he doesn't have Boral Sword. If he would have had Boral Sword, he could have killed me, but he doesn't have it in his deck because he doesn't have one. So then on my next turn, I activated Foolish, and I was like, oh gosh, please don't negate it. And then he negated it, and then I activated Ben Call, and then searched 2 Ben. So I kind of played a mind trick on him.
Right.
And then game 2, he made me go first again. And I decided to go first, and I opened like the perfect going first hand. I set up like 2 or 3 negates, which was enough to get me through. And then round 3, I played against Jacob Weiland, the third Jacob, and he was playing some, I don't even know what to call it, Hero Turbo or Warrior Turbo.
He called it Weird Warrior. Yeah, we'll go with that.
So his turn 1 board, I expected to get Rongoed, but he didn't Rongo me. And he made like a Gumblar Boral Sword. So then I made Boraload, and then took his Boral Sword, and then used my Boral Sword to use his Boral Sword, swing over his Gumblar, and then switch, and then attack directly with my Vortex, switch to defense position, and then went into, not Vortex, but Jackal King, and then swang directly with Boral Sword.
And they say there's no interaction anymore in Yu-Gi-Oh!
And then game 2, he went first again, and he made, what was it? He made like Gumblar Darklaw pass, and Gumblar Darklaw, and he had a headbat attack position. Can't forget that. And so I just made Boral Sword and I killed him.
Yeah, you'll have that.
And then round 4, I played against Burning Abyss. Game 1, I went first, and I made Electromite, Dweller, Jackal King with 2 counters on each of them, and an Avian.
So you opened the nuts.
So I opened the nuts.
Okay.
And so he just didn't play, and I killed him the next round with Boral Sword. Can't see a Shrine, I just killed people with Boral Sword instead.
Yeah.
And then game 2, he went first, and he made like Beatrice. Well, I ashed his graph in the grave, so he couldn't do anything with it. And so he made like Beatrice pass, and then I made Boraload, and then Pendulum summoned enough damage to kill him.
Right on.
And as well as Beatrice.
Do you have any shout-outs today?
Shout out to my friend Jake. It's his list besides the sword and the Wee Witch. Those are my own spicy techs. And he's also my ride here. But shout out to Team Shuffles and Doug Dimmadome. Shout out to my boy Doug Dimmadome for telling me to shout him out, I guess. But shout out to Postboard for hosting these nice Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. But yeah.
Hey, where's your boy?
I did. I shouted Team Shuffles out already.
You can shout out my name. It's okay.
I guess I can shout out Josh for getting his invite. 37th place, you know. I mean, it's not like I got 25th or anything, but that's
whatever, hater. Whatever, hater.
But, that was my Invoke Knight deck profile.
Hope you like it.
Hope you like my deck profile.
Couple changes. All right, man.
Invoke Knight with no Alistair.
All right, man. Congrats on your win today.
Thank you.
Team Shovels out.